You know, they tried to ban hypnosis in America, in the Bible Belt. It wasn't that long ago. They tried to ban it, and they got quite a long way with this piece of legislation. And it all hinged on one thing. They just needed a definition of hypnosis. What is this thing that we're going to ban? So they tried to write a definition of the state that people go into when they're hypnotized, or the behaviors that they do, or the thinking that they have. And they worked and they worked and they worked and they worked. But the only thing that they could get that really summed it up would result in a number of other things being banned as well. So driving would have to go out the window, because you can't drive consciously. If you remember your first driving lesson, how did that go? I mean, if it was anything like mine, it was a disaster. Because you sat in the passenger seat thinking, it's pretty easy. I've been driving for 18 years. I've been watching people drive. There can't be any difference, really. I know you push that pedal and it goes faster. You move this thing here and that changes gear. Easy. Oh, crap. Now I've got no idea what I'm doing. Because there's so many things that you have to do all at the same time. And the reality is that consciously you can only do a small number of things. And there are different estimates. Some people say it's around about 7 or 8 things that you can do consciously. But you can do an unlimited number of things unconsciously. So I'm having this experience right now, which is that I learned to drive in 2009, I think, but I never drive. But to get all of this stuff here tonight, I had to rent a car and drive here using my sat-nav and answering the phone at the same time. And suddenly, well, of course, I've got hands-free. It's fine. But these are just new things that have to be added into the driving experience. They weren't on my driving test. They probably should have been, thinking about it, because they're things that everybody does when they drive now. But they certainly are an additional thing that I've had to learn to do, and I felt like I was a learner driver again. So driving would have to go. TV would have to go as well. Because you can't distinguish between being in a hypnotic trance and watching TV. They're the same experience. But then this was the real killer. They realized that they would have to ban church. So this particular piece of legislation was shelved. The fact is that hypnosis is a naturally occurring state. All the Milton model does is it enables people to enter that state. It's a state of active imagination. It's a state where things are more vivid and more enjoyable and more pleasurable. So using hypnosis or models of hypnosis in public speaking is a good idea, I think, because surely you want people to connect with you and to visualize what you're doing and to enjoy the experience. So that's what the Milton model does in the context of sales. Oh, I beg your pardon, in the context of public speaking.